Welcome back, everyone. I'm Steven from Steve's Propagation Corner, and today I'm going to be setting up this Dandelion Seed Kit for bearded dragons and tortoises. Pretty cool. I am the proud daddy of two radiated tortoises. I've had them ever since they were little hatchlings. I got them from a breeder in Oklahoma, and they're about 3.5 years old now. They do love quite a few varieties of fresh greens, as you fellow tortoise owners might be aware. They love quite a few varieties of kale and lettuce and different fresh greens, but I've also noticed that they like microgreens such as dandelions. Whenever we go to the park, they usually go for the dandelions, especially our big tort. Her name's Nabudake. We call her Big Tort just because she's gotten so big in the past 2 years. It's crazy how much she's grown. And I've always kind of thought it'd be a neat idea to grow your own microgreens for them. And I just happened the other day, we were at Walmart, as most of us do. And I just happened to came across this seed kit here. And I just thought, hey, wouldn't that be nice to grow your own dandelions? I mean, they love them when we go to the park, so they might like them. I've always been interested in doing that, but I never kind of got around to it. I'm going to be setting it up today. I want to give out a disclaimer. As usual, I am not advertising any of this product. I am just honestly curious if it's worth it. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it's worth it. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started. All right, so let's get to it. Let's start taking out the box. Packaging, pretty simple packaging. Let's take it out. And there we go, and it's out. So that's what we get. We get a pack of seeds. Honestly, not a whole lot. Thought it'd be a bit more than that. What do you guys think? I mean, it might be enough. It might give me a lot of dandelions. I'm not sure. I've never done that before. But it kind of seems like they skimped out a little bit on the seeds. But yeah, that's a seed pack. I mean, I'm not expecting a whole lot. This was, I don't know, it was like $5. Not really that expensive. And this here, the little soil pack where you get, it has like soil in there and some percolite. I think that's how you say that. Percolite? I'm not sure.
Perlite.
But yeah, those little white things are basically feed your soil. I'm sure you guys know what that is, but just, you know, that's what you get in there. Interesting. Microwave reheat only. Well, I hope I don't have to microwave. I don't think I have to microwave it, but it's microwave safe if you need to microwave your dandelions. What's the first step? Go for the instructions. Let's see. So before removing the lid, make 4 to 6 small holes in the bottom of the container. So before I remove the lid, flip it around. So I got a little knife here. I'm gonna be using it to make the 4 to 6 holes. I'm going to go for 6. I feel more is better. Ah! That one went a little too deep. It will be fine. Should be okay. Alright, so I had a few that went a little too deep, but it'll be fine. Alright, so that's 4 to 6 holes. What do you guys think? It's decent. It'll do. Alright, so we have our 6 holes. I feel like I'm going to make one more hole because I really want it to be evenly distributed. OCD. So I'm just going to make an additional hole. I'm going to make 7 holes instead of 6. Hopefully I don't cut my fingers doing this. This was probably not the best idea, but I just thought this would be easier. Now we can flip it back around. I got my dish because I know I'm going to be needing that probably. Step 2. Remove lid, open seed pack, and stir in seeds. Make sure the seeds are lightly covered. So we got the seed pack. Got barely any seeds in there, but we got some. Hopefully these seeds are so good. They should be. So remove the lid and just pour in the seeds and stir it around so all the seeds get lightly covered with soil. Pretty good. It's not really super dry or anything, just a little bit of moisture in there, so that's good. Soil seems like it's still pretty fertile and it should work pretty good. Now we get our seeds right there. Our seeds, open the seed pack and just pour them in.
Bruh.
trying to get as many as I can. I don't want to waste any potential sprouts. All right, come on. Almost got all of them. Just a few left. Let me use my fingers for this one. And one last seed. Come out, come out. Yay! So we got all our seeds out, as you guys can see. No seeds left. Success. All right, so that's how it looks. Now it says to stir in the seeds. All right, so just stir them up. Stir up the seeds so they're all slightly covered in the soil. Don't leave any ones sticking out. Make sure they're all pretty much covered up. They're all slightly covered. Can you guys see? Mostly covered. I don't see any ones sticking out. Step number 3. Put the container in a small saucer and add water to completely moisten the soil. Drain any excess water, cover loosely, and place in a warm, dark area. So I got my saucer right here. Put it on saucer. You don't have to use a terracotta saucer, but I have an extra terracotta saucer laying around, so I'm gonna use that. Now we're gonna pour some water on the soil. And after that, we'll just drain any excess water out of the saucer. So pretty straightforward. So I'm actually going to be using my dirty water. It's actually fish tank water. If you have a fish tank and you do your regular water changes and you have plants, you should definitely store your fish tank water from the water changes and use it to feed your plants because they love it. There's a lot of nutrients. Now pour some water on there. Looney, what are you up to? She wants to get all my attention, so I'm gonna use some of this water to moisten the soil. Don't use too much, really. We don't need to drown it, we just need to moisten it. Actually, I think I over-poured. Water it well. Yeah, all right. Now, you don't have to use fish tank water, that's just my personal preference. That's what I mostly use for my plants. And so you don't have to use it, you can just use regular water. I'm sure even tap water would work, but I wanted to give it the best chance to actually sprout and actually work out. I think I did a lot of water. I shouldn't have done that much, but it does say to just drain the excess water, and that's why we have a saucer so we can pour it out. I'm gonna pour it out right now. Okay, go. Just make sure you drain all of the water. It's still pretty soggy, so there's definitely still some water that needs to drain. Dump out any excess water. You don't want it sitting or just standing on a saucer full of water. Now it's going to keep draining water. That's why I wanted to make more than just 6 holes, because the more drainage you give it, the better chances it's gonna have a succeeding. It says after you do that, drain the excess water, cover loosely, and place in a warm, dark area. Warm, dark area. So I'm going to actually place it near my tortoise's terrarium where it is dark and warm. So I'm going to keep it in there until it sprouts. It says when the seeds start growing, remove the lid and move it to a sunny area or a bright area. Water the surface of the soil. Keep it moist. When the sprouts are about 4 inches or higher, they are ready for your reptile to eat. In several weeks, the sprouts will wither naturally. So you can feed them to the tortoises once they're about 4 inches high. If you want a long-lasting plant, eventually repot them or replant them from here to an actual larger pot, and you'll have a constant supply of dandelions for your bearded dragons and tortoises. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see if it will work. I'm really excited to see how it will turn out. Let's go ahead and cover it. Cover it loosely. So don't do it too tight. Just put the cover on there, but just don't seal it. So I'm going to be putting this near my tortoise's terrarium. It is pretty warm in there, and I can put it on top of the terrarium and it will stay pretty dark. I would just keep a close eye on it, and as soon as I see those sprouts, I will go ahead and move it to a bright, sunny space around the apartment. I will check in back with you guys in, I don't know, a few days, few weeks. We'll see how long it takes, and we'll see if it's actually even worth it. So I will give you guys an update when I have an update, and yeah, let's see how it turns out. Hey Torts, how's it going? Say hi, Torts. Say hi to the Torts. Hi Nabuduke, and that's Karamo. They're just chilling. Say hi, guys. So yeah, I placed it in this dark corner on top of the terrarium. It's pretty dark. It's pretty warm in here, so that should work. As you guys can see, there's some condensation, some humidity sticking to the lid. So yeah, just keep an eye on it, and in a few days we should have some sprouts if those seeds are good.
4 to 6 days later.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So it's been 46 days since I planted the seeds, and as you guys can see, they've sprouted. They're looking pretty good. Honestly, a lot better than I expected. I've never grown dandelions before, as I previously mentioned, but they look pretty decent. I'm sure the tortoises would definitely love to have a go at it. They look to be about 4 inches tall. Some of them are not there yet, but most of them are. So it seems like it's ready to be fed to tortoises. According to the instructions, once they're about 4 inches high, they are ready to be fed to your reptiles. However, if you do want a longer lasting supply of dandelions for your tortoises or your reptiles, you can go ahead and repot this from this little plastic dish. They'll have more space to spread and let those roots find their way. I'm gonna be going ahead and repotting it now. Awesome. Don't want to hurt them. Oh! Dandelions are harder to kill than you think. Hopefully I didn't kill him. That's what it's looking like. Oh my god, look at that. It fell out. Alright, let me find you a spot in here, boy. So that's how they look after being transplanted. Looks okay. Some of them got kind of smushed, but they will survive. Dandelion survivors. I can already tell they look more comfortable. They will recover, and then I'll have a constant supply of dandelions. So look at that. There we go. Look at that. Now I'm gonna let it dry out in a few days and come back to it and see how it looks. Hopefully it doesn't die on me. It shouldn't. Awesome. Alright guys, it's been 70 days now since I repotted the sprouts, and I am ready to harvest them. I've been waiting a while to harvest them because I was actually expecting them to at least bloom one flower. However, it's been over 2.5 months now, and I was not expecting them to take this long to grow. Plus, the leaves are actually looking pretty good, and I am eager to have the tortoises try them. So today, I will be going ahead and harvesting the dandelion leaves and getting them ready for my babies. Even though I didn't get any flowers to grow, as shown on the box. Oh well, maybe I'll get some on my next harvest. I'll keep y'all posted. It's harvest time.
Let's do this.